everyone. My name is Naisha Barton. I am the founder and CEO of a business called Kingdom Excellence. Kingdom Excellence is an education consulting company that specializes in helping schools achieve excellence, specifically Christian schools. So I want to speak to mainly teachers today, but also school leaders on a little tip that I found around student engagement. So in my previous roles, I used to conduct formal and informal observations and evaluations of teachers. And in this current role as CEO of this company where I consult with Christian schools, I am working with schools to help them achieve excellence. And one of the things that will entail is going in and doing observations and evaluations. So one of the things I used to look for when I used to go into a classroom is student engagement. And I'm looking to see how engage our students with the course material. And what are the strategies that teachers are using to help engage students more. So if you're struggling with this, and look, we've all struggled with this. As a teacher, I used to struggle with how to engage my students more. If you struggle with this, I want to give you a tip today. So if you find that there is a student or group of students that's not as engaged as you would like them to be, what you're going to do is you're going to pose a question to the class, to the entire class, having to do with the content that you teach. And you're going to tell students that you're going to give them X amount of time on the timer to turn and talk with their neighbor or someone in the classroom about the question. How would they respond to this question? I used to like to make sure there's a visible clock somewhere in the classroom. So I used to put it on the smart screen and do for about a minute or 90 seconds and make sure there's something that times out, like an audible timeout of the timer. So that reminds students that now it's time to come back together. So you're going to ask the question, give them the time, make it visible, give them an audio reminder that it's time to come back to the class. And then, but while they are discussing for that 60 to 90 minutes, this is very important, you are walking around the classroom as a teacher and you are taking notes on what you hear your students discussing. You're going to pay extra attention to the student who is not usually engaged, who you're trying to get more engaged, if that makes sense. You're going to pay extra attention to that student. You're going to write down something that student says. So when the timer comes back, when the timer goes off and you bring the class back together, you're going to say, you know what, class? As I was walking around, I heard some really, really amazing things being discussed. I particularly heard something nice from, say the student's name is Johnny. Johnny said this, and you're going to quote what you heard Johnny say. That is going to make Johnny feel like $1,000,000. Do you hear me? Johnny's going to be like, what? She's saying something. She likes something I said. This is a student that's not really engaged, right? And if it's multiple students, you can do that for multiple students. So you're going to say, Johnny, that was so good. You're going to really praise Johnny in front of the class. And then you're going to say, Johnny, can you give us a little bit more about that? Can you add to that? Johnny's going to be so proud. He's not going to want to let the class down. Yeah, he's going to add more to that. And here you have Johnny is now going to be more engaged with the content moving forward because you capitalized on the moment where he spoke and shared something, right? And so if you find also that there are the same students that are constantly answering the question and you want more voices, this is a really, really great tip. So I just wanted to leave you with that. And if you like this, let me know that you like this tip, and I would like to come back in the future and give you more little tips. All right? Have a good day. Bye.